Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Apologies for being a little late. I was caught up in a YouTube video and didn't see the time go by. How are you doing, Flo?
I'm doing good. Thank you, Joyce. Hello, everyone.
All right, we already have a bunch of questions. If you're new to these office hours, so we're streaming live on YouTube. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments so that you can hop backstage and share your screen and ask your question. And so, yeah, I think we can. Nice. Probably has, again, a bunch of questions. Very cool. Hi, Ben. Hi, Neil. Hi, I think it's DI is Dave. I'm not sure if I remember correctly. Okay, just going through the questions while people join us backstage. Maybe Ben's first question is there a currency input field?
The answer is yes.
I don't know if you want to hop on, Ben. If you want to hop on, please click on the link I shared in the comments. Yeah, because Ben can't find it, so let's have you. Lucas, I see you joined, but I don't see a question from you in the comments. Do you want to join us, Ben, or should we?
If you cannot join, then you need to.
Yeah, here he is.
Okay, perfect.
Hey, Ben. How are you doing?
Good.
Hi there.
Okay. Do I need to pause the recording? I'm getting an echo.
If you're getting,
my fault.
we do.
Oh, sorry.
We don't hear the echo, so it's okay for us, but it might be annoying for you. You decide.
No worries. So I'm just trying to find in the editor where the currency is.
So can you share your screen,
Sure.
And we'll walk you through it.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So yeah, you need to look for the number.
So there's a basic number field here, right? But what we're trying to do is an input field.
As an input. Oh, yeah.
Where we then can take the input, right? So, and then come down to, and then have it similar to what the number field would be, right? Where we can then do that.
So in that case, you can select the masked input. So can you try this? If you go to the add panel, if you click add and you look for input in here, you should have masked.
So we tried that, but in the mask panel, if we do it like but the pattern doesn't really work if you have less than, so if you have 10,000, it doesn't work.
Okay.
So here, if you go 100,000, no problem, it works. But if you go 10,000, it does not work.
And you cannot add many zero here. Can add more.
So is there a way to loop through them and so say, for example, are you able to add more?
Okay, so maybe we can do it in another way. Give me just a second.
Prolette is saying she can figure out the mask input either.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually a big, throughout the community, there's a lot of questions on it too.
Okay, so you know what? I'm going to wrap an input dedicated for this and add it to the ad panel. We will call it
Thank you.
currency
Thank
inputs.
you.
Magic. Literally, I had over the weekend, we worked on like a currency formula using JavaScript, but we still couldn't get it because it works on an input field, but it does not work when we go to pull data out of Supabase. It doesn't then bring it in.
Okay. And the data from Supabase is a type number, or it can be a text?
Yeah.
A type number. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So give me a couple of days, and I will do it, and I will let Joyce take the pleasure to answer you, I think.
Fantastic. I know at least 10 to 12 people that will be really happy.
Yes, and me last week was one of them because I got the question twice last week. So I thought, oh, you know what, I'm just gonna do it, and I started building it, and I was like, oh, I'm stuck, and I gave up and moved on to my other day job.
I literally had a programmer working hours at it, and he couldn't get it done.
Okay.
No, we're gonna improve that. You had a second question, Ben.
Yeah, so the second question was, in Supabase, is there a way to, so we've integrated Supabase, but can we do a magic login link?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't remember. This rings a bell.
There's not a native component in Supabase in the, when you install the package, there's not a native piece to it, which I was a little surprised.
What do you mean when you add the Supabase plugin in WeWeb?
Yeah, you get the whole, in the workflows, you get all the WeWeb add-ons.
Let me take a look quickly. Yes, we do have signing magic link. So if you need to add the authentication plugin.
Okay.
Did you do that?
We did.
And
can you show us if you go to the workflow? Just go to workflows now and see.
You can create a workflow here just for.
Let me see if I have. I may not have this on this one. I don't have it on this.
But you can add it without configuring it, just to have the list of actions. So could you go to plugins and just select the Supabase auth? Yeah. In the plugins, first authentication. Yeah, you can add it and let it like this. And can you go back to the workflows and click add action? So, in here, click perfect here. You can click here, and in the list you should have signing with magic link. Yeah, just below.
Oh, here. Okay.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. Great. And then my third question is it normal? What's the normal load time on a table that's pulling 10 or 20 Supabase rows? What would be the normal load time?
Well, it depends. It depends where is your database, where is your Supabase, where you are yourself.
Okay.
But it should be really quick.
Yeah, so we're getting about a 2-second delay.
No, there is an issue. Do you have this table? It's a bit.
Yeah, I just can't. I can't. It's a
there's private data.
Okay.
So you would need to look at the network tab. Is that right? Is it the network tab in the?
But the request is taking 2 seconds, or it takes 2 seconds to display.
To display. So once we load the page, it takes 2 seconds to display. It displays a table header, but doesn't display the table content for 2 seconds.
Yeah, but do you know if the table header, if the table content is already there, or if it's being fetched? Have you checked in the network?
I've not.
Okay.
So you can take a look at this. Make sure to have fixed height to the line you repeat in your table.
Okay.
It really improves a lot the performances when you do this.
Okay, we don't have fixed height right now.
So put a fixed height to everything you repeat, basically, if you wish to improve the performances. I hope we will be able to deliver a new data grid in the coming weeks, but right now it's not ready. But for now, you need to do it yourself. So yeah, try to add a fixed height. It should, if you have 29, it should work really well.
Okay.
There is no reason for this not to work well.
Perfect. Sounds great. Thanks so much.
You're
Cool.
welcome.
Bye, Ben. Talk to you soon. All right, we had Lucas who who had a question about mobile optimization.
Hey, can you hear me?
Hi.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice to meet you both.
Same here.
Nice to meet you.
So yeah, I had a question. The performance of our web app is like really great on the computer. But as soon as we use the PWA, even on the browser, actually, even on the browser on mobile, the performance becomes very slow compared to the on computer navigation. And yeah, I don't know from where it could come from. I took out all the fetches from the web app. Right now, the way I do it is that I make a request to the Xano plugin. So the backend I use for Xano.
Mm-hmm.
I make requests and then I update a variable with the data. And so
Okay.
our backend is like very fast. We were on Flutterflow before, and on mobile, like it was very quick when you wanted to navigate from one tab of the menu to another one.
Mm-hmm.
Then I tried to understand, and like there's something about a board controller, and I don't know how this works, but like I made some research, and I think the abort controller can stop all the requests that are made in one page, and then we can go to the other one. Because right now, what happens is that on mobile, I can change the menu. I mean, I can go to another page while there's still a request going on, or while the data is not all showed.
Okay.
And I don't know. Like,
So I've got a couple of questions for you. First, do you hide some panels on mobile that you display?
On mobile, I just hide the desktop menu, and I can share my screen actually.
Okay, perfect.
Right. You can see it.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. And so I just hide the desktop menu, and then I make here the tablet mobile header and the tablet mobile menu. So it's just like it looks like
In just a little bit.
sorry.
Can you zoom in? Yeah, just well to the
Yes,
to
I
what
don't
you
know.
were showing.
Not like this.
No, so maybe zoom out. No, okay. It's
You need
it's
to
just
click
the layout. It
plus.
was
Yeah. Command plus or control plus on your
Plus.
computer. Yeah, perfect.
Thank you.
Okay, so when you go to mobile, you say
Yeah, even I never had the chance to try on tablet, but like when I'm on mobile and I switch, I'm doing the test on my phone, or other people are doing the test on their phone. Like while the home page, for example, is loading, all the stuff is loading, then I can't click on courses and then go directly to courses, even though the requests of the actual page are not done. You know what I mean? Like, and then I made some research, and they were talking about a board controller with JavaScript to stop all the requests of the actual page, which allows you to go directly to another page. And like,
how did you do the link?
up, I think I just navigate to.
Okay, can you try to do it with the settings instead of doing like this?
Yeah, sure.
So can you you can disable your workflow. You just on the action in here you can disable it. So if you wish to. Perfect.
I think I already tried that, and like there was no huge difference. I think it was a bit better with the workflow.
Oh, you've got both here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this could lead to
maybe that's why. Maybe I forgot to.
Okay. Can you try again to refresh this and click on course in here?
Yeah, but so I leave this, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Maybe I'll check this one. And it's the same here, and it's the same here. Oof. So maybe that was the problem since the beginning. But then I won't see the change here, will I? Yeah, because then it loads. It loads like.
Maybe you can you try maybe we can move on to the next question. You can republish.
Yeah.
You can try and republish and let us know, and we'll take you back afterwards.
Yeah. Great. Thank you.
Cool.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Talk to you in a bit.
Thank you.
All right, let's have Prole had a few questions. Hello.
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 Okay.
Should we start with a slider question?
Sure. I think that's what I have. With so many windows, it's hard to find it. I was just gonna say that I actually managed to display currency, but I had to write my own formula for the person that asked. Well, I asked ChatGPT to write it for me.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, so that's a separator, and all I had to do is actually wrap the string that comes back from the server in the formula. But this is what I'm struggling with. I have the slider, and I couldn't figure out how to get these things together, because ideally I want all the cards next to each other when they're full. But right now there's only 2 results, and then they are
You
not
want
happy.
to align? You want to align them on the left, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I couldn't figure out. I tried all different settings, like all over, and
I know you like to give me some CSS challenges, which is there. So let's figure out.
But I kind of expected to just be able to select the slider and select how do you want them aligned, or select the cards, and kind of
Yeah, absolutely.
together.
The slider needs a
Love.
revamp a bit. I totally agree. Okay, so let's see. So card, inside card, you've got a component. Okay, so in your slide, you cannot have that line. Okay, this is quite... yeah, can you select card?
For the card.
Yes, this one.
I tried this.
Okay. Can you select slider?
There's a minimum width. Normal?
In the card?
On the card, I think.
On the card?
No, on the container.
On the parent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Max width and minimum width. I don't know if it's...
Well, it's minimum and max. I just wanted to make sure that it's exactly the size.
In that case, you can just set up width. If you wish to fix it, you can put it in here and remove the 2 other ones. But that should not be the issue here. Okay, so content alignment. Okay, can you select slider? So the parent of this?
I don't understand why, because the direction is vertical, so why do they...
Oh.
On card?
But that's okay because you have only one element in card.
Yeah.
So it's not
Okay, so
the card
that's what I'm confused about. So it's inside the then I don't understand what we're doing. I thought the problem was the alignment of the 2 cards, but...
Yes, so the issue is...
But that should be the slider, right? Because it's the container. And this is where, well, first of all, none of the alignment things are here.
Yeah, that's why we do need to update this. Why do you need a slider here if you have more cards?
The more cards I get, the more the less they get spaced out, but they always have that standard spacing out between them. They're distributed.
But why do you need a slider? Because you don't slide everything.
I want to do horizontal slide. So I want when I have, and I don't have that many right now, but I want them to just be able to slide to the next page and kind of scroll through them.
Okay.
Horizontally, not vertically.
So not a normal horizontal scroll, but something with a button to click on it and have multiple cards sliding. That's right.
Yes.
Okay.
Trying to say that I should rebuild it with just like a page, kind of like a pagination thing.
No, no. You should be able to do it with a slider, but I don't understand why it's not working here. Can you just add multiple cards just to try out to have more than 2?
Yeah, that's more complicated. It's coming from the backend. I can't have like an easy way to add stuff.
An easy way to add stuff. Oh, we can cheat a bit if you. Okay,
I can do it later.
It's wrapped into a component. Okay.
Okay,
so let's try. Can we try just something? Can you copy the card container? Just this one. Yeah. The content of this. Yes, this one. Yeah. Can you copy this?
Oh, I see what you mean.
Not like this.
Oh.
Not in here. Just copy it. You can remove the 2 you pasted. Yes, those 2 you can remove them. Okay, now can you go back to the instance and can you just drag and drop a slider? I just want to try again something. Outside this, really on somewhere in the application, you can create a new page if you like, if you don't want to break this one.
I duplicated it.
Yeah, or just drag and drop a slider. Just want to try this out of the components. If you can, yeah, go to the add panel, drag and drop a slider.
I don't remember which one I used, but I don't know if.
Okay, so if you click on that one, okay, can you select the parent here? Can you go to the settings? Okay, so in here we've got, yeah, and slide, yeah, you can select like 3. I think for you it would be a bit more, something like 4.
Okay, let me just change this because the standard one has like ridiculous amount of.
Don't touch this yet for now.
Okay.
Just let a small number like 24, something like this. We don't care for now. Okay, great. Can you just add one? 4 in here. And can you add more slides? Like if you go back to the parents, not like this. I think this is the issue. Yeah, if you go to slider, this one, you see slider here, you need to add slides like this. So you need to bind to the number of cards you have.
Okay.
So basically in each slide in here, you can copy paste your card. So you can select this, for example.
Oh, but yeah, okay.
Okay. Can you select the parent here?
You want me?
Let's try on this one. Let's try on this one. Yeah, you can remove the 2 texts and paste instead your card. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I pasted it outside.
Okay. Well, we can do it in another way. Can you keep only the first one? Remove all of them.
And edit. Yeah.
And we will bind.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Yeah, because this one, it's not in here. Perfect. Okay.
Okay, I'll do what you were saying. So just
Yeah.
go here and do the.
Keep this one. Go to the slider, and then you can bind slides. Just no, not here. Just like this. It works too. It works too.
Yeah.
And in here you can bind to an array, but that's okay. You can unbind that. Okay, and in here, can you click the blue button just to see if it works? On the yeah, you need to select preview. Okay, so I think what you need to do, can you go back to your component? I just need to check out something. Can you select the slider? Yes, this one. Can you go to the settings? Can you?
Is it normal that it's slides per view? Because it looks like there are faux slots.
Yes, it should work. Can you click on bind slide in here? The formula. Okay. Can you, let's try something. Huh. An item is not an array, and it works well. Well, this is interesting.
But it's a
Wait,
collection.
you need to do it to the. Yeah.
Yeah, it must recognize that it's a collection. That's why.
Yeah.
This is nice. Okay, so let's try something. I just want to add more than 2, just to see if it's the issue. Can you use a formula called concat? I think this is something like this. If you go to the formula list, and you go to array, I think it's not concat. It's not concat. It's not that one. Oh, sorry. Can you go to array?
Can you just push into it?
Yeah, just open array. It's join. Just after group by, yes, this one. And can you copy item? Can you add another an item again? Okay, perfect. Can you close it? Yeah, perfect. This.
Second parameter must be text. Oh, separator.
Ah, so it's not join. Sorry, I was wrong. Give me a second.
Is there like a push?
It's merge. Sorry. So same thing, but can you replace join by a merge? You can type in. I see it will work. Yeah, like this. And okay, it works better.
So ideally, but now it's spacing them because they're 4. Ideally, I just want them to be all next to each other and just scroll continuously. But I can't really do that. I figured out for slides per view, I can do some kind of formula where based on the current width to actually try and calculate how many slides I should have. But it seems weird instead of just saying like, oh, just handle automatically.
What have you tried loop and autoplay? Because right now those are.
But it has the same problem with the when there's only 2.
I may need to test something. Okay.
I also posted it on community if you want to.
Okay, perfect. So I will take a look.
Yeah, I'll give you guys the link in the community one to see. I haven't gotten any response. So
Okay, perfect. I will take a deeper look to understand why it's not aligned on the left. Because it should, I think. Just for the purpose of this exercise, on the slider you dropped just before, can you remove all of them and keep only the first two? Just want to see if it's a component issue or...
should I?
Yeah, keep only two in here. Yeah, keep only slide 1 and 2.
I think the problem is that they are set to.
So I think try to add a fixed width. Same for the other one.
Yeah, there's space.
Okay, so this is a component issue. We might need to fix this. Okay, I'll get back to you.
Okay, I'll post the link.
And Prole, we have David who needs to catch a train afterwards. Is it okay if I take him on and take you back afterwards for your other questions? Cool. All right. All right, David, your turn. Where are you? Wait. Let's see if you're still here. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm in a cafe, so maybe a bit loud. I can share my screen. I'll show you what I want to achieve.
Yeah, we're going to need you to talk a little bit louder because right now we hear the cafe, but not your voice.
Fuck. Then I'll speak louder. Now is it fine?
Not really, no.
Okay, and now?
Yeah, I guess that's okay.
Okay, so here is what I want to achieve in the end. I wrote ChatGPT actually wrote an HTML code to display some text.
I just want to put on the record that for anyone sharing apps with cooking and food to Flo, it's a very good idea. He's already your friend.
Yeah, that's why I picked this one actually to be. No, jokes aside, that's what I want to achieve. So I asked GPT to write a code on that. And then on my app, there is this rich text element, and I would like to use the HTML code to format the data as the HTML. And I tried here to enter this into the JavaScript formula, but it doesn't work. And I wanted to know if it's that even possible.
So you want to have this into a rich text input, right?
Yes, so the beautiful thingy here on WeWeb.
Okay, this is a rich text. I'll put HTML and you don't have the formatting in here. Because indeed you need to style everything yourself. Can you show me just the code? And you've got the CSS here. Interesting. So if you really want to have this style, specifically this style, yeah, you need to cheat a bit. So basically you need to copy paste the style in here, everything that is in the bracket style, add it to the page, and then this should work
like this. So I copy.
Yeah, you copy this. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Here, right?
But this is like until style, just style. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Where do I copy
this?
that?
I should not show this in office hours because I'm pretty sure everyone is going to use that a lot, and I don't want this.
I was going to suggest copy pasting the result in like a tool like Obsidian, and then having
yeah, that's also. I mean, in January you will take this, copy paste into AI, and it will work like a charm.
Yeah.
Actually, it's supposed to be in the beta very soon, I heard. So
Okay, so yeah, Joyce, could you send your email to Joyce to make sure we pick you, and I will
Okay.
definitely add you just after the office hour to the beta so you could test. But what you could do in here, or what I wanted to show you, is that you can use an HTML element,
Okay.
and in that HTML element in your page, you copy paste the style, the CSS basically.
Okay. So
And then normally this CSS should be read by the editor, and you should have the colors and the spacings and everything. So this is a hack to basically add CSS to it. You add it into an HTML element. But honestly, you know what? I think let's add you to the beta,
Yeah,
yes,
send me your
that's
email address.
to
And
the
I'll
alpha,
try it.
and we will try out like this. I think you can create a custom component, a rich text inputs just to do exactly this.
Thank you.
So I think
I
it's
see the food
absolutely.
inspired you. Thanks a lot. I send my email to Joyce if I understand correctly. In the meantime,
Yeah.
see you next week.
Send it in a. All right, cool.
Bye.
Safe travels. Talk to you soon. Bye. All right, let's see. We had a question from. So I saw your message, Lucas. So I'll have you on again. And Pablo, you are in the queue, but taking it in order of people who asked the questions. So Colby, Colby was asking where the cards are in the builder. And I guess in the add menu. I don't know, Colby, if you're around, if you want to join us.
We might remove them.
Yeah, I'm wondering. And Raglan, you're asking if you can put your hand up, and if you have a question, just ask it in the comments. You arrived a little bit late, so I'm not sure we'll have time for your question, but we will try. Yeah, basically I just take them in order and try to get every question in. Okay, and Elena had a question about how to handle multilingual solutions in WeWeb. So I see you're not backstage, so I'll just have a quick answer and share the link to last week's office hours with you in the comments section, because we actually talked about that last week. So unless you want to, if you want to hop on, like, feel free to join and share your screen and we'll walk you through it. Otherwise, I'll share the link in the comments. And then Danny was asking, is there a video or tutorial on how the proper way to manage API calls? For example, I have a GET token that requests a bearer token and another that executes the POST request. How can I manage? If you're here,
Okay.
yeah, you have the answer. Go for it.
Yeah. So I guess you need to send this token to every POST requester. So to do this, the best way is to add a plugin, and the plugin is called. So you go to plugins, authentication, and you add the token-based auth. And when you use this, then you're gonna get this token, and this token is going to be saved in the user tab of your workflows. So then when you make a request, you can send that token to your backend. And the best practice for this is to create a global workflow to make this request. So then you execute that workflow that makes call, so you won't bother adding again the token to every request you make.
Yeah, and I'm sharing tutorials from level 2 of the WeWeb Academy about how to create an API management center, and also how to use the token-based auth tutorial. So I think that will help you. And Vikrant, indeed it disappeared because I never saw it. So yeah.
Yeah, type in again. And for the token, you can also take a look to cookies. This is a nice secured way to do this. So instead of getting the content to your backend, if you can update your backend, instead of sending the token like this, you ask your backend to set the cookie. So it's a header. Basically, the answer is in the header, you add it as a cookie. And then when you make a request, you just have to click to toggle the send credentials. So you might have seen that when you are using the REST API action. You have this toggle send credentials, and send credentials means that you send the cookies. It's a secured cookie, so this cookie cannot be modified by a front end or your computer. So this is why it's a nice secured way to do it, and when you did it once, you don't have to do it again for every request. So it's a nice way to work.
And so we have Pablo. Pablo, I'll have you hop on board. Hello.
Hi, guys.
How are you doing?
Doing well, thank you. Thank you guys for hosting this. Let me go ahead and just jump on in to save some time here.
Yep.
I am going to first share effectively it's a screen recording of what's going on and what I'm hoping to do. So this was taken on my iPad, and ideally what I'd like is for the user to tap on a button and initiate the camera, the image capture of that device. So this big red scan ID is using the native WeWeb file upload situation. This guy down here is my own JavaScript that I added. So I guess there's two sides of the two paths. Either one could solve this for me. You guys tell me which one would be easiest. If this could be the native WeWeb component, can just simply be programmed to just capture the environment, like the data attribute environment on mobile, then that would be enough, because I have a workflow that handles what happens when the data comes in and yada yada. Ideally, what I'd like to do, so like for example, in this example, this user clicks on choose file, which is my JavaScript, right? And it just immediately opens up the camera, right? You capture, and then it goes away. With this solution, I was having a really hard time passing that data into the WeWeb variable. So that was one kind of issue that I ran into. I tried to do the alternative of going the WeWeb native image capture component, which is the top big red button. And this right here, this menu is what I'd like to avoid. I don't want to give the user the option to either choose a file or go to photo library. I want them to tap the button, take the picture, and then obviously I have some logic here to handle the data afterwards. But that's effectively what I'm going for. Is I would like ideally one tap, one click, opens up the camera, user captures, and if I can pass that data into a variable, great. Or if I could just make that accessible, great, with JavaScript or through WeWeb. But so far I've had a hard time doing that.
Okay, I really like your use case. So basically, you struggle with getting the data from your file upload and then display it, basically.
That's correct. Yeah, I tried doing the www variable update variable function, I think it's called. And I was able to do it in the console, but for some reason I'm having a really hard time doing it via JavaScript in either the editor or through any other method.
Yeah, and I think you need to create a blob. I don't know if you know what it is in JavaScript. You need to generate a fake URL, and then you can bind. Yeah. You need to add it into a variable, and then you can bind it to an image. But you know what? For this specific use case, I'd like to add you to the alpha too, and try out with you to create it with AI, a specific component for this, so you could manage really it like you want, because I really like your use case. So could you also send your email, and I will contact you directly, and
sure. No,
willing to
no
do
problem.
this
I'll
with,
send it to. I'll put it here in the
with you.
chat. Is that the best way, or is there another way to?
And the private chat would probably be best, just so you don't
best.
get scammed.
Scammed, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, there we go. So yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, I just put it in there. Yeah, feel free to reach out whenever.
Let me
I'll be very, very appreciative of your help with that. I've been struggling with it for the past couple of days.
Okay.
Cool.
I'll
Thank you.
contact you and we can sing together, because I'm really curious of what we can do together with AI for this.
Fantastic. Thank you. And then I'll take you through my project, the code that I set up, and you can tell me if I'm wrong or whatever. Thank you.
Let's do this.
Thanks so much, Pablo. Talk to you soon. Bye. All right, we only have 10 minutes left and a bunch of questions. So Colby, I answered in the chat. I think for this you need the Google Places API. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. Raglan is asking, okay, being able to color code chart.js labels consistently.
Oh, labels. Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the labels plugin and the chart.js labels plugin. So I think
I
we
see.
don't support this at the moment. Like our plugin doesn't support this, but
You can send your email too, because I did it days ago.
So Raglan, if you can, well, actually, I have your email. We just emailed like 20 minutes ago. So I'll let me do it now, because otherwise I will forget. I will put your email address, and so you have access to the beta of WeWeb Copilot, and it might help you develop the components. All right.
And no, we don't become lazy because of AI.
And okay, so Vikrant's question, do you want to hop on maybe, Vikrant, and share your screen, and then we can go back to Prola and try to get all your questions. So Vikrant had a question about how they can reference element A's height to set the max height of element B.
I like that. Okay, let's do it.
I don't know if Vikrant is. Do you want to let me share the link again to hop on? No, and Raglan, yes, there is Copilot is still here, but we're releasing Copilot 2.0 and doing some alpha testing at the moment, and soon beta testing. So it's just another level of Copilot. It will help you even more. So.
Oh yes, it's really, really different.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Vikrant. How you doing?
Hey guys, how are you doing? Good.
Do you want to share your screen?
Yep. Can you see it?
Yes.
Cool. All right. So, like, this is the format. I basically want the size of this chat box here to match the size of the one on the left, because its size can vary. Like if you see here, this is sized till here, but then I want it to span across this. Now I can do it via this instance. So if I can try setting it via this instance and then access its height, but then I'm just not aware, like, how can I store its height somewhere so I can reference it here.
Okay, so you're talking about the height, right? Okay.
Just in the chat, in the comment, I shared the tutorial on creating a side menu with a dynamic width. So it might be similar logic for the height.
For the height, yeah, absolutely.
So, all right, I'll check that out. But like,
yeah, we'll see. I'm just mentioning it for people watching, but we can still take a look, of course.
Okay, so could you say again what exactly you want for this? Because you're.
All right, so basically, let's if you see here in the.
It's dynamic, okay.
It's
for
yeah.
rich text.
So it's already dynamic for the rich. Yeah, I want the way. Sorry, yeah.
So you want this to have the same height of your rich text, or just to stop to the screen, right? You want it to be just,
Yeah.
I guess, your chat. Okay.
Yeah, the max
So-
height of the chat needs to be the max height of the rich text.
Are you sure you want this? I mean, don't you want the chat to stay like to have a fixed height of your screen, and so you can always be able to type in on the right, even if the rich text is long?
I mean, I could do that too, but like, if you check here, it spans out. So there's going to be like a chat. If you're chatting with an AI, it keeps on going up, right? So
Yeah.
it's going to be a long list of messages.
But I guess you're gonna scroll. I mean, you tell me if I'm wrong, but I think you want the user input to remain on the bottom right of your screen, right? So the user won't have to
Yeah.
scroll to type in, right? So I think your chat should have a fixed height, basically. So it should take the height of the screen. So if you go to the chat here, you can bind the height. So you can click on the little plug icon. Yeah, here, perfect. And we're gonna use something called calc. So you need to type in between quotes. So in the formula, between quotes, you type calc, you open a parenthesis. You can, not a simple one, not the curved one. No, really like a formula, simple parenthesis, real parenthesis.
Is the formula for it?
No. It's a pure CSS, so it's not a real formula. But you can just type in calc, open the parenthesis, not the curved brackets, not the brackets. Go back to the formula input where you were. It was perfect.
All right.
In here, and open a parenthesis, not a bracket. Like a parenthesis, like the formulas. You type in a parenthesis, on your keyboard. Not really in the formula.
Just a second. I think I'm confused.
Yeah.
All right. This one?
Yeah, this one, perfect. You can open it, yeah. And inside you type in 100 VH.
Report.
And then a space, need a space, minus, another space, and then something like 80 px for pixels. Okay, so this is, and now take a look to the elements. So you did it to, I don't know to what element you add this, to this one. Okay, so if you scroll, you see the height of this one? It takes 100% of your screen minus 80 pixels. So you might need to play a bit with the 80 pixels, but it will always have this height. And so thanks to this, you are sure that your input will remain on the bottom right of your screen.
Got it. Pretty cool. Is there some place inside the WeWeb Academy or anywhere else we can learn this?
Yes, I shared. Oh, so maybe would it cover that, Flo?
In the academy, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Not this trick. I don't think so.
The calc thing, I think, is in the tutorial about the dynamic width.
Maybe, I don't remember. I might need to take a look again.
Yeah. But that's typically a question where in the community you can get answers fairly quickly. And yeah.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much, Rick.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, we're running out of time, and probably I'm really sorry we won't have time for your other two questions. You did have a question about best practices for when you ask it on the community. If you don't get an answer, honestly, there's no best practice. Like, we don't like, it's a community, so if we don't answer, honestly, even if you tag us, we might not see it because we get so many notifications. So it is a community like that's supposed to be collaborative. So I think your best bet is coming to office hours, or other than that, you can get a workspace plan to get chat support. But otherwise, I think for free support, office hours would be your best bet to kind of, move us along if we haven't seen your post in the community. And Lucas, I saw in the private chat you said that so you published, but you still have the issue. We're not going to have time to take another look today, but if you could create a support ticket, that would be great, because then you can link to your editor, and we can take a look and make sure to include like office hours in the title of the support ticket. That way, the team knows to ask Flo and me what happened, and because it's not a bug, so it wouldn't usually go as a support ticket. But yeah, just so we can take a look. And just quickly, I'll share ProList questions, Flo, so you can have them in mind. For Apex charts, how to call an update function instead of a create each time as data does not update. I think the update function is not called because the variable inside a custom JS are not available. I'm not sure. That might be, I don't know how you built your Apex charts. I'm guessing with a custom component? Because we're using chart.js, right? Or no?
Yeah. Normally, if something change in the bindings, the chart should refresh itself. I don't remember if we added an action for this, the component action. I might need to take a look to this.
And the third question was how to handle errors for fetch collection when they fetch automatically. Where's the error configured?
Oh, you do have a trigger, a global trigger for this. Let me give you the proper name. So if you go to an app or page workflow, let me take a look to this. Yeah, it's called on collection fetch error. It's a trigger on the page or app workflows.
Okay, so not on a element workflow.
Not on an element workflow. Yeah, it's a global workflow. If you wish to
because
catch
if they fetch automatically, the collections that are fetched automatically are fetched on page load.
Exactly.
All right, cool. Okay, I think that wraps it up. Hopefully we got everyone some helpful answers. I think so. I think I didn't miss any questions. If I did, I apologize. Please don't hesitate to post in community.weweb.io. And yeah, thanks as always for your time and questions. Thank you, Flo. Bye, everyone.